Hello students, I hope you are doing well, studying properly and learning all your concepts. The story of a thief. I was still a thief when I met Prem, and I was only 15-year-old. I was an experienced and fairly successful hand. Prem was watching a wrestling match when I approached him. He was about 25-year-old and he was lean, easygoing and simple enough for my purpose. मतलब चोरी करने के लिए he was the right man. You look a bit of a wrestler yourself, I said. There's nothing like a little flattery for breaking the ice. So do you, he said, which put me off क्योंकि वो तो पतला था, हरी तो, ठीक है. Well, I said modestly, I do wrestle a bit. What's your name? Hari Singh. I lied. उसने झूठ बोला कि उसका नाम क्या है? Hari Singh. I took a different name for every robbery. इससे क्या होता था कि उसके जो पुलिस और फॉर्मर एम्प्लॉयर्स या उसके जो पहले विक्टिम्स थे वो उसको फॉलो नहीं कर पाते थे. Hello again, he said. I gave him my most appealing smile. I want to work for you, I said, but I can't pay you, उसने बोला. I thought that over for a minute. Perhaps I misjudged my man. Can you feed me? I asked. Can you cook? He replied. I can cook. I lied again. If you can cook, then maybe I can feed you. उसने क्या बोला कि अगर तुम cook कर सकते हो तो I can feed you. He took me to his room over the Jumma sweet shop and told me I could sleep in the balcony. उसने उस रात खाना तो बनाया but वो खाना बहुत ही बुरा था. ये कैसे पता? क्योंकि प्रेम ने वो खाना रात में stray dog को दे दिया and told me to be off. But I just hung around smiling in the most appealing way and he couldn't help laughing. Later, he patted me on the head and said, never mind, he teach me to cook. He also taught me to write my name and said कि कुछ टाइम बाद वो उसे पूरे sentences लिखना भी सिखाएगा क्योंकि there is no limit to what an educated man could achieve. It was quite pleasant working for Prem. I made him tea in the morning और उसके बाद मैं groceries लेने जाता था वो, usually making a profit of about ₹1 a day. I think he knew I made little money this way, but he did not seem to mind. Prem made money in fits and start, मतलब कच्चा पक्का, और इसको लगता था हरी को कि he writes for a magazine. एक दिन वो बहुत सारे नोट्स के साथ आया और उसने क्या किया, वो नोट अपने मैट्रेस के अंडर रख दिए. I had been working for Prem for almost a month, but अभी तक उसने ज़्यादा पैसा नहीं कमाया, तो he realized कि अब it was his responsibility. He was the most trusting person I had ever met. वो सबसे ज़्यादा trusting इंसान था आज तक का. एंड इसीलिए प्रेम को रॉब करना बहुत ज़्यादा मुश्किल था. इट्स ईजी टू रॉब अ ग्रीडी मैन बिकॉज ही कैन अफोर्ड टू बी रॉब्ड, बट इट्स डिफिकल्ट टू रॉब अ केयरलेस मैन क्योंकि उसको पता भी नहीं चलता था कि उसके साथ चोरी हुई है कभी कभार, विच जो क्या करता था, सारा मज़ा ही ले लेता था चोरी का. वेल, It's time I did some real work. I told myself I am out of practice. उसे समझ आया कि अब मुझे कुछ real काम करना होगा. I am out of practice. And if I don't take the money, he'll only be waste on his friends. उसने बोला कि अगर मैंने पैसे नहीं दिए तो ये तो अपने दोस्तों पे उड़ाएगा. After all, he doesn't even pay me. वो मुझे तो पैसे भी नहीं देता है. ये बोल के उसने प्रेम की मैट्रेस के नीचे अपना हाथ डाला, नोट लिया and he ran out of the room. When he ran out of the room, I had notes at my waist, held there by the string of my pajamas. He walked and he realized that he had 600 rupees in 50s. A good haul. I could live like an oil-rich Arab for a week. When I reached the station, he did not stop at the ticket office क्योंकि उसने कभी टिकट नहीं ली थी. That is waste of money. The Lucknow Express was just moving out, but I hesitated for some reason I can't explain. And I lost the chance to get away. And he lost what? He lost the chance to get away. In my short career as a collector of other people's possession, I had made a study of men's faces when they lost their goods. उसको समझ आ गया था कि what happens when men lose their goods. The greedy man showed panic, the rich man showed anger, the poor man showed resignation. But I knew that Prem's face, वो क्या show करेगा? वो बस sadness show करेगा, not for the loss of money but for the loss of trust. I found myself on the Maidan and sat down at the bench. The night was chilly. It was early November and a little drizzle added to my discomfort. Soon it was raining quite heavily. My shirt and pajamas stuck to my skin and a cold wind brought the rain whipping across my face. The cold wind क्या लेकर आई? Rain लाई. ना वो बाजार जाने लगा, उसने ट्रेन मिस करी और वो बाजार जाने लगा जहाँ उसने बहुत सारे बेगर्स देखे और उसने देखा कि नोट्स क्या है, नोट्स गीले हो चुके हैं. प्रेम्स मनी. इन द मॉर्निंग ही वुड हैव प्रोबेबली गिवन मी 2 or 3 rupees to go to the movies, but now I had it all. No more cooking meals, running to the bazaar or learning to write whole sentences. उसे रियलाइज हुआ कि अब उसे पैसे तो मिल गए हैं बट अब he has lost प्रेम. Whole sentences. I had forgotten about them in the excitement of the theft. Whole sentences I knew could one day bring me more than a few hundred rupees. It was a simple matter to steal something, but to become a clever man. तो उसको realize हुआ कि अगर उसे पढ़ना सीखना है तो he need to go back to प्रेम. तो जल्दी से प्रेम के पास जाता है और देखता है कि वो अभी भी सो रहा है. तो वो क्या करता है, वो प्रेम के बेड के नीचे अपने नोट्स वापस रख देता है. I woke late the next morning to find that Prem had already made the tea. He stretched out his hand towards me. There was a 50-rupee note between his fingers, and he gave it. I made some money yesterday. Now you will be paid regularly. उसने बोला कि अब तुम्हें रोज पैसे मिलेंगे. My spirits rose, but when I took the note, it was still wet from the previous night. Note अभी भी गीला था. Today we'll start writing sentences. He said, आज हम write करेंगे. He knew, but neither his lips nor his eyes revealed anything. I smiled at Prem in the most appealing way, and the smile came by itself without any effort. इस बार जो smile थी वो खुद से ही आ गई. This is by Ruskin Bond. Word meaning. Experienced, becoming good at something because of doing it repeatedly. Approached, speak to someone for the first time. Modesty, free from vanity, egotism. Appealing, pleasing or likable. Misjudged, made a wrong judgment. Terrible, extremely bad or serious. Patted, touch quickly and gently with the flat of hand. Grateful, feeling or showing appreciation for something. By fit and start now and then. Undertaking, something difficult or complicated. Slid, to pass or fall gradually into a specified state. Startled, caused to sudden shock. Flicked, strike something. Haul, a quantity of something that has been stolen. Possessions, things you own. Panic, a sudden overwhelming fear. Resignation, accepting something unpleasant because you cannot do anything about it. Maiden, field or ground. Drizzle, light rain. Vagrants, people without money. Undetected, not detected. Revealed, made known to others. Objective type questions. Hari Singh was a thief. Complete the following sentences. But the meal I cooked that night must have been terrible. बाकी सारा आप खुद करोगे. Subjective type questions. What did Prem do for Hari Singh? क्या करता था वो हरी सिंह के लिए? He used to make tea and buy things from the bazaar. Use the following exclamations for the person you would use. Oh, hello, hooray, oh dear, good gracious, help, hush, alas, look out, nonsense. Call for aid, it will be help. बाकी आप खुद करोगे. ये सारे भी आप खुद से करोगे. अब हम पढ़ेंगे ग्रामेटिकल स्किल. कंजंक्शन क्या होता है? जो दो वर्ड्स और फ्रेजेस को जोड़ता है. अब यहाँ पे आपको क्या करना है? Join together the following pair of sentences by using the words given in the bracket. I become sad, I heard the news. When I heard the news, I became sad. बाकी आप खुद करोगे. Fill in the blanks with correct modals. Kamla dash win the first prize in debate. Kamla may win the first prize in debate. Listen to the words carefully and tell synonym. Allow का क्या होगा? Permit. Similarly, you will do the rest. Other writing skills. Write a notice on behalf of your school secretary for organizing an audition on the radio show. कैसे होएगा? नेम ऑफ द स्कूल, auditions for radio show. This is to inform you that our school will organize a radio show on of a date, time और venue लिखोगे, फिर अपना नाम और designation. I hope you understood this chapter properly. Read it again and revise all the questions to understand it even better.